Hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Virtual Y. My name is Karen Ostromsky, and this is Vigorous Vinyasa Flow. I've got a mat, I've got 2 blocks, and I encourage you to get a block. If you don't have a block, get a block or something that you can use to make your yoga feel more comfortable. We're going to start seated today, believe it or not. So let's come down to the mat. There's my water bottle. Come down to the mat. We're going to sit up nice and tall, engaging with our posture. So nice tall spine, tailbone to the earth, crown of the head to the sun. And you can sit on your block, you can sit on a stack of blocks, you can sit on a bolster. So get comfortable here for a few breaths. We're going to inhale up and drop the shoulders down. Pull the elbows down to the sides, and again, engaging with your posture, thinking about a long spine. Shoulders are relaxed. Start squeezing the shoulder blades behind you, opening up at the chest, warming up. Let's drop your right hand to the mat, reach your left arm up, and then over, creating a nice spinal flexion, looking up at the sky, reaching for the wall. I hope you're having a good summer of fun, summer of recess. Inhale back up to center, exhale over to the other side, up and then over. Doing all the fun things you like. I have a little mermaid blow-up swimming pool that I got for the grandbabies. I've been in it, I gotta tell you. It's not that big. It's been hot. Okay, back to center. Okay, so feeling your ribs, feeling yourself opening up. Long spine, strong body, strong core. Lifting up out of the hips. Again, taking the elbows to goalpost. We're going to take a twist, turning to your right and center and left and center. We're just warming everything up here. And start feeling your body moving. Tall, long spine, beautiful posture. Hands to the hands to the collarbones. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Push the heart forward. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Feel your body. I'm going really slowly here in this warming up stage to really get you to feel what's going on. Inhale up, back and down. We're going to loosen up at the neck, hands on the knees, dropping your right ear to your right shoulder, and just allowing everything to stretch down the side of your neck. You can look up at the sky. You can rotate back down to your shoulder if you want more. Lots of tension is parked in our necks and our shoulders. Let's come back to center. Let's go over to the other side. Feel that. Notice that. What's happening there? High to the sky. Back to the shoulder. Nice open neck. Nice open throat. And then come back to neutral. We're going to press the right hand down and out straight, and we're going to pull the fingers back, getting a nice stretch to the forearm. You can take your hand to the side. Woo, that's different, right? And then other side, pull the hands back, get that stretch, and then take the hands to the side, pulling the fingers back. And release. Shaky, shake that out. Let's come to our tabletop position at the center of the mat. Actually, I'm going to go to the tippy top of the mat because I'm going to take my left leg out long. I'm planting my foot, the ball of my foot on the mat, and I'm rotating my foot forward and back, getting it good in the hip flexor, the psoas, the PSOAS, the psoas. So it's the muscle that attaches your pelvis to the top of your thigh. And we want that stretched. It gets really tight from sitting. So let's just feel that. We'll switch sides. Same thing on the right side. Just rotating back and forth on the ball of the foot. There's my water bottle in the way. Sorry. You can make some circles here and just get into it. I'm feeling it in a big way. I did a lot of lunges yesterday, and this is hurting me at the moment. So feel that, notice that, and we're going to continue to warm up with that. Okay, let's come to our tabletop. You can get more into the center of your mat now, and we're going to come to our cat-cow here. This is about the front and the back of the spine. We do this almost every single yoga class, dropping the belly, looking up at the sky, inhaling cow, exhaling cat. Tuck the tailbone under, squeeze, and then we'll dip back in again. So really thinking, we're bringing a lot of mindfulness to our posture today. Not that we shouldn't do it all the time, but today I'm going to keep cueing it. What's going on in your spine when you're in your cat? Picture it. All curled up in a C curve. And what's going on with your spine when you're in your cow? Okay. Couple more times. Coordinate the breath in and out. For me, inhaling in cow, exhaling in cat is what works. For other people, it's the exact opposite. I'm going to cue you to do what works for you. Last time, coming to the table. Let's look out over the right shoulder. You know your kidney is back there. Squeeze it like you're rinsing out a tea towel, rinsing out a sponge. Squeeze, come back to center, go over to the other side. Squeeze. We're engaging with our organs, our internal organs. Come back to center. Wiggly waggly your tail and your shoulders. Get it good. Tuck the toes under. Guide the hips towards the heels. Either stay on all fours for this toe stretch. That's what we're doing. Or, of course, you could sit back on your heels and go, this hurts. This is intense. Whatever works for you, right? You customize your yoga every single time you come to the mat. The mat is like your magic carpet. You do what works for you for today. What if you're sore? You're going to do different things. What if you're like, I'm building energy. I got a big day. Filling my tank. You get wild. You do what works for you. That's how I teach every single class. Let's pat it out. And we're coming to our downward facing dog. Toes tucked under, hips go high, gaze between the feet, and just do whatever it takes to pedal this out, lifting up, sinking the heels. We're stitching our shoulder blades down the back as we lift our hips up high to the sky, pressing into all fingers. And go with me on this one. We're going to do a threading the needle here. We're just going to reach the right hand underneath the left arm, thread the needle, keep the left arm straight. Little bit of a different feeling. Switch sides, thread the needle with the left hand underneath the right. Feels a little different. Three-legged dog with a threading the needle. Let's come back to our table. Let's be hyper aware of our core, the barrel around the middle, coming to bear plank. Sucking our belly up, knees under hips, hovering over the mat, push back to dog. That's not a joke, you guys. Let's step the left foot forward, come down to the right knee, release from the mat. And again, we're going to get this good in this hip flexor. So you can place your hand on your knee. You can lean into it, just getting a little bit of motion. Feeling it. We can bring our arms up, inhaling up high to the sky. Gentle back bend, just look up at the sky. Gentle spine extension. Arms down. And we're going to guide ourselves back towards our heel. So you can come all the way back in a modified split. You can do a full split. You can bring your toes up. You could use a block underneath your hip on the other side. And if you want more, remember we're flexing this straight leg, lean into it. Gazing down at your knee. Relax your spine, coming forward. Toes are high to the sky. You should be getting a super good stretch. Let's inhale ourselves up. Let's bring that knee behind, and we're going to switch sides. Right knee forward, left leg back. So, shoulders stacked over hips. We're just leaning into the hip flexor on the left leg, noticing what's going on there. Is it feeling groovy? Is it feeling intense? Inhale the arms up. Look up at the sky. Flick the wrists. Activate those arms, relax the shoulders, and let's bring those arms down, guiding the hips straight back towards the heel, sitting all the way back. So bringing your leg towards the middle so it's in alignment with your hip as opposed to out a little bit. Toes go high to the sky, gaze is down. Notice this side. Can lean into it as much or as little as you like. We're breathing, we're breathing, we're breathing. Woo! That's no joke. This is no joke yoga today. Okay, let's inhale ourselves back up again, coming back. And wide knees, we're guiding our hips back towards a child's pose. And we're going to use a lat stretch for the muscles in the back. So palms facing each other, shoulder distance apart. Feel the stretch. You can notice it if you just rest your arms or stack your fists as opposed to doing this. So lots of ways to do this. Zip up your tinky muscles. Zip up your pelvic core. Hello. Too many things to say today. Zip up your belly button to the spine. That's what I was trying to say. Relax your low back. You're breathing, right? You're breathing? Okay. Inhale back up. Good job. We're coming up to standing. Toes tucked under. Inhale up. Feel the dog yet again. Do whatever you like to stretch your dog out. Humans are the only mammals that do not stretch immediately upon waking. We can change that, right? We don't have to be that person. Let's inhale the left leg up, high to the sky. Left leg forward, rising up into our crescent lunge this time. So we did low lunge, now we're doing high lunge. Reaching the arms up, shoulders over hips. Okay. So the front knee is bent over the front ankle. We can lift up and we can come down lower if we like to play around with that hip flexor again. We can notice our spine, shoulders stacked directly over hips. So holding here for a moment, noticing what it feels like, bringing the hands to the heart. Let's hinge forward at the hip crease, and we're going to turn, placing your elbow on your front thigh, opening up your arms, taking a bind. Whatever works for you. We're getting a twist in our high lunge legs. We're breathing. And let's come back to center, hands to heart. Let's rise back up again, arms back up again. We're back where we started. Let's open up into a twist this way. So straddle or high lunge legs with arms out long. We're breathing, We're still on the ball of the back foot. And let's bring that back arm forward. Hands up, hands to heart. Let's hop that back foot forward. Yeah. So wiggly waggly, notice the two legs, notice the difference in the hips. So right foot forward, left foot back. High lunge pose, arms up. Relax your shoulders, shoulders down. Wide stance, ball of the back foot. Let's come up, and then we go right back down like a carousel horse on the merry-go-round, just straight up and down. And let's just stay down, bringing the hands to the heart. Let's hinge forward at the hip crease, feel that lengthening through the spine, and let's just turn, elbow to the thigh. Maybe you take a bind. Whatever works for you. We're getting a high twist here in our crescent lunge. And we're breathing. Without the breath, there be nothing. Yes. Your mat is like a magic carpet. When you come to the mat, let's come back to center. Inhale up. Strength of the core is working here. And let's open the arms into a T. Feeling that twist yet again up here. Twists are enlivening to the spine. Some people call it rinsing the spine. Let's cartwheel both hands forward, push back to dog, and let's flow through a vinyasa. So feel the dog first, come to your high plank or your kneeling plank. Chaturanga Dandasana or kneeling. Cobra or up dog, pushing back to downward facing dog. Hold here and breathe. You're breathing, right? I was teaching yoga the other day to somebody who is a scuba diver. She holds her breath the whole time. I said, this isn't swimming. So feeling your dog, let's walk the feet to the edges of the mat. So we're in our straddle. And so your heels are down. So even if your heels are not down in your regular down dog, they are down now. So adjusting your hands so that for sure your heels are down. So now let's practice that kind of reverse, threading the needle, reaching the left hand out to the right leg. Three-legged dog with a front paw. And switching sides, right hand to the outside of the left leg, three-legged dog. Lift the hips up a little higher. That's where you're going to feel it a little more. You're welcome. Placing the hands back. Let's bend the knees slightly. Walk the hands back towards the feet, and let's hang in that forward fold. So forward fold is not just rolling your torso forward, it's lifting yourself up from the heels all the way up the legs, all the way up to the hips. So lift the tailbone to the sky as you roll the crown of the head forward. And breathe. Let's bend both knees. Let's inhale up. Wide arms. Yes. Salute to the sun. 3 breaths. Floating the ribs, floating the breath, and relax those arms down. Nice. So notice how you're doing at the moment. How does it feel? Are you feeling vigorous? Are you feeling invigorated? Are you feeling like you're pushing yourself too much? Whatever it is, make your adjustment, right? Make your modification. We're coming into our warrior 2. So I'll do mirror image. Let's imagine this is the right leg forward, left leg back at the short end of the mat. Strong kickstand leg. This is the leg that's bearing the weight of the pose. We don't want to overload the knee joint. Shoulders, again, stacked over hips. Shoulders straight over hips. Let's lift out of the hips. Let's lift up a little bit. Legs stay the same. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Let's gaze over the right fingers. Put your eye on that focal point that you'd like to reach, that target. And let's come to our side angle. Elbow to the thigh, hand to the inside of the foot, hand to a block, or extended angle, side angle. For me, this just always feels good. Extended side angle, reaching my upper arm out long, pulling up the left kneecap, and breathing. And let's inhale ourselves back up again. Back to our warrior two, strength to the community, hands to the center, and push away. Center, push away, long arms. One more time, center, push away, and we'll just switch sides. Okay, so just go to the other side. So I'm doing mirror image, left leg forward, right leg strong, arms out long, shoulders away from the ears. We're lifting out of our hips, long spine. Look out over your left fingers. Focus on what you want more of, pulling up your right leg, right kneecap, and then coming to your side angle however you like. I do extended side angle. This just works. My body likes it, so I'm doing it. And we're breathing. Still pulling up the kneecap of the right leg. Still opening up the left hip. And let's inhale back up again. Let's come back. Reestablish your posture. Okay. And inhale, push away. Inhale, push away. Last time. And let's point those toes forward. So we got two legs forward. Relax the arms down. Rotate the shoulders back a little bit. We're going to take a forward fold here with our straddle leg. So this is where we're hinging at the hip flexor. Butts go straight back. Hands to heart. And we're just hovering. I'll do the side view. We're just hovering the torso over the earth. So butts go back. We're lifting the hips up higher in our straddle legs. So it takes a lot of strength in your core to do this. I'm going to bend my right knee and I'm going to lift up, sink my weight through the heels and straighten the left leg. Inner thigh stretch. Sink your weight back towards your heel. Come back to center. And then the same thing on the other side. Bend the left knee, sink your weight through the left heel, straighten the right leg. Woo! That's not a joke. And back to center. Nice. Let's bring those legs together. Let's shake them out a little bit. We're going to do a flowing twist. So kind of just notice the energy around your body, the energy in your body. Lots of work on these hip flexors today. Okay, let's just move from side to side. Flow the twist. So both arms up and down the spine. Let it be free flowing. Climb back up. Flow the twist. Open, be expansive, and then just bring your legs together. Coming to your mountain pose. Shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankles, chin tucked in. I'll get out of the Y way and you can kind of see me over here maybe a little better. Chin tucked in. So find some ease in this pose. Where is it going to come from? Do you need to release your shoulders a little bit more? For me, I like to tuck my tailbone under a little bit, and I'll show you this. So I have a little too much of a curve in my low back, so I just do a little pelvic tilt. It's almost hard to see, but that's what works for me. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Rest your tongue behind your top two front teeth, the gum line. body like a mountain, your breath like the wind, and your mind like a clear blue sky. Shoulders back and down. Let's come down to the mat. All the way down, sitting up like we did when we started. You can sit on a block, you can sit on a stack of blocks, and just feel the sense of being grounded. We were up there for the class. So now we're coming down here. So just notice your body feeling more grounded. Shoulders are back and down. The spine stays long. Let's inhale up. Drop the shoulders down, turning to your right side. Let's drop the back arm to the middle of the mat behind you and the front arm. So as if we had a straight line through the body, lifting up out of the spine, out of the hips, and just twisting over to your left. So drop your left shoulder. Maybe that's your twist. Maybe there's more to your twist and you can move your spine a little bit more now that it's warmed up, until you move your neck and your head to the back, realizing that's where the past is. Leave it alone. Leave your past in the past. Inhale up. Exhale over. Other side. Same thing. Dropping your left shoulder down. That could be your twist. If you want more, inhale, and on the exhale, continue to turn. Look out over your shoulder. That's the last move you make. And notice that's where your past is. You're going to leave it alone. Inhaling up. Wide salute to the sun. Arms come down. Wide arms reaching out to the sides. Compassion stretch. Stretch your love long. Extend your heart energy to wherever you want it to go. And then relax down. Let's come down to our backs, hands behind the knees. Just roll yourself down. Knees into chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Release your low back. Release your hips. Notice the feeling. Let's bring the knees over, 90-degree angle over your hips. Arms can come out into a T, and let's just rotate both legs over to one side, center, and the other side. As much of this as you like. This is just core, working for you, your obliques. Side to side. Center, side, center. Let's bring the feet down. Let's bring the feet wide, knees together, arms at your sides. Rotate your shoulders back. And just relax here for a moment. This releases the low back. And let's bring the arms out long into a full body stretch. Legs go long. Reach, reach, reach for one wall as you reach your toes for the other. Lift your belly button away from your spine. Take a big inhale here and then exhale down. And just allow your right toes to melt to the right, your left toes to the left. Lift your chin off the mat. Tuck your chin in a little bit. And this is what Shavasana is. This is your resting pose. Your final resting pose. Of course, if this doesn't work for your legs, you can bend your knees. You can do frog legs. You do what works for you. It's your magic carpet. It's your yoga. Just feeling your body. Noticing how it is now, having traveled through your yoga practice today. How do you feel? Lots of hip opening. How was that for you? Did that relieve tension around your hips, around your low back? Bring more body awareness. You can stay here as long as you like. You can bring your knees into your chest, turn to one side, fetal asana, and push yourself up if you like. Whatever works for you. If you want more shavasana, take it. As I remind you, hands to heart, you are always enough. You always were. You always will be. You are equal to the moment. The moment changes. Your worth does not change. I bow to you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today at the virtual Y of the North. We are here to serve. We have so many classes every week. Come back for more. Try something new that you haven't done before, and see what happens. Take good care of yourself. Enjoy your summer of fun. I will see you next week.